Hi, guys. This is Travis. Thank you for being a Patreon member and supporting me. Um, Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing safe. I'm stealing a knife a bunch. Just look at that. Great steel work. I'll do a little dance, little hip thrust. Go, go deep in it. Anyway, gonna break down this flank primal. All right, so the flank is part of the belly of the animal. It is soft. It's what holds in all the soft guts and viscera inside. So I'm removing the membrane right now, and the membrane is also going to have the third skirt attached to it. A lot of people know that there is a inside skirt and an outside skirt, but on the flank primal, part of the inside skirt connects to what is called the third skirt. So I took off this membrane. Now I'm going to take off here and I'm going to peel this just like you would a outside skirt. Doing it. This is not as tender as outside skirt, but it is more tender than inside skirt. Move that, roll it up, square it off, bada bing, bada boom. Now, I trace my flank. Just doing knife work, finger work to get underneath the muscle. Separate. Using the heel of the knife to get that fat down at the bottom. Ooh, nice rip. You just need to open it up, get a rip, and then you could cut it off like this, do some cleaning up. This whole time, I am just using a 6-inch curved boning knife. This is back when I used Gleischer's knives. And I roll my skirts for my case when I ever do that. I think it just looks better, personally. There's that, paired up with another skirt. Now I'm going to take out the sirloin flap, or if we want to be fancy, the bavette, or bavette. That's my French accent. So I traced it out, get my fingers under there, just doing some slight knife work. Doing it. All right, just separating, following that seam, using my knife to just separate the sinew, not doing really any crazy cutting. And again, this is the flank primal. This beef was about 800 pounds, pasture raised, non GMO, grain finished, though. There we go. I cut off that. That's useless. Set that aside to go through later, because there's a big piece of sinew in there that we don't want to end up in our grind. Just cleaning this up a little bit where you can this makes great kebab, and it also makes great carne asada that I will show you in a second. Just getting off that chalk fat, set that aside. There. Ah. Now here is me making carne asada out of the sirloin flap. Just doing some cleaning now. I am using a longer knife. This is a 10-inch staking knife. So I'm halfway butterflying it at a bias so I could get good pieces. So do that butterfly. This is about 1/4 of an inch each time. Getting nice representation on that good knife work. This isn't something that I normally do. You may be watching this and say, you're doing that the long way. And I wouldn't know. I usually just turn this into steak tips, where I just cut it in 3 sections and cut those against the grain about 4 times. And those make good kebabs. This is also a cut that you don't need to tenderize as well. Now I'm going to finish by cleaning up and showing you a flat iron. So flat iron, part of the flat meat flat meat, not flap meat. So taking that silver off, I'm using a heading knife, which is a old trimming knife, or not old trimming knife. It is a trimming knife. Bring it back, slow. I'm not one of those people that could get it perfect. Cutting flat irons is also something I don't like doing necessarily, but something that is good. I do a flicking technique on here where I kind of roll that off just using the heel of the knife. Gonna come back. Remember, I'm moving this meat around a lot because the meat can move. You know, it's better than having the meat be stationary on the table than me moving around it. I much prefer this. All right. Light poke. Beautiful, beautiful. Bring it back. I know it's weird that I just said beautiful on my own video on work that I'm doing, but I think this is one of the better ones I've done on film. I don't break that much beef anymore because of business models, what my company has done. But so when I do get to do it, I enjoy it and try to use it to stay up on my practice and up on my game. Now I'm going to come back and find that piece of gristle, roll to get it before I rip it, just getting it to show right there. This is one of the ways I was trained by this old butcher named Scott. I'm going to trim off the excess that didn't make it good, that didn't follow that clean gristle line, which is difficult because that rolls and knives aren't in the shape of that, but it still makes me feel inadequate when I do it. Now I'm going to flat iron on the block, just fillet that off, and do some slight trimming. And that is a flat iron. Hope you enjoyed this Patreon. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if you still need me to shout you out on social media. I appreciate what you guys do. I want you guys to stay safe. I want you guys to be informed. And till next time, keep your knife sharp and live in the margin.